How affectionate it would be to keep your hair gentle, strong and tender. Down the memory lane, do you still remember how charismatic your hair was when you were still child? Since the effect of lice infection before to your hair, it was all right. Lice or louse, singular, is considered one of the most perennial bugs in the mankind history. Natural to its living order and marked by its brute instinct, lice are carnivorous of the Phthiraptera order. They are fed mostly on human or animal blood of mammals which they host upon. Their lousy areas reflect the occurrence of infectious symptoms marked by their presence. Our heads, body and even hairy part of our essential body parts become easy victim of their malignity. Owing to the malignity of lice, skin disease is obvious in most cases. Lice often make headers their easy prey. Studies reveal the fact that our heads, since covered with hair to protect sensible tissues of it, filters or rather more precisely ferment air dust. In turn these dust are better known as dandruff with visible white flakes. But do lice born in our head? Nope. They do not come from animals worse but from other infected human heads. So, the effective lice removal strategy is to keep always a cap on your head. This makes quite a ludicrous sense to your appearance to others. Lice, as being stated, encapsulate its life cycle through stages from eggs, larva to adolescent period. Their color changes their life prolonged upon host's body. From pale beige to dark gray color, louse signifies its premature stage. However, at adolescent period, feeding upon human blood makes their color darker. Upon heads they started to grow at times gradually, and symptoms of their presence results in tiny red bumps and severe skin irritation. Carnivorous in nature, they should be treated effectively, and the fast lice removal program might be able to help your hair to sustain with grandeur. Long braided hair often bears dignity with respect to the individuals. But if your hair has become lice infected, then your hair gentleness will lost soon. This situation can be reduced with proper methodological steps if followed rationally. If visits have been made to reputed dermatologists, then there are holistic chances of lice eradication. The toxicant lice removal program cannot be followed with improper use of so-called home remedies. Nevertheless, the better halves of your infected hair with lice can be restored. And here counts the decisive step of your eagerness toward head lice removal. The use of olive oil upon head to remove lice should be considered a primary step, but not as final and complete solution. Our hair, that rooted deeply into multitudes of sensuous tissues upon a thin skin, scalp, saves our head from air dust and pollution. On the other hand, scalp is not a dead cell but thin skin that covers hair at bottom. This scalp assimilates into tiny pores along blood nerves from which hair grows. Thin skin is easier to penetrate into and thus becomes preferable place to expand their colony of lice. At head lice removal program, utmost concentration is given upon the voluminous infected area of scalp. To different ages is considered, several repertoire of head lice treatment are available. It is of the view that since the most lice victims are underage or few to be over 10, so lice removal programs should be varied with respect to their ages. The general use of rat-tailed comb may be considered as our primary hand tool, but if severe irritation occurs continuously due to less removal of lice larvae from head, then scrubbing of hair with foam-based shampoo or lotion will do all right. Voluminous remedies are available to you when you just spoke of your lice-infected hair publicly. Vegetative or non-vegetative solutions with tough care will do nothing but fall short if you use these stuffs repetitively. Among them, perennial-based shampoo is the best use. It will erase with effect through scrubbing the unseen eggs of female lice. Perennial quite popular as the head lice treatment. There are several steps to use this medicated shampoo. Even this shampoo proves its dexterity after 1 or 2 wash of hair. Head lice are so tiny in form that they remain hidden from naked eyes. It is advisable that you should comb your hair during daylight. However, proportionate use of highly toxicant shampoo or lotion has been recommended by dermatologists of high repute. They are of the view that overuse of head lice removal medicated shampoo or lotion may hamper the scalp, as this would lead to baldness. If someone could change his social perspective, then he or she would be in great advantage. More simply, to be saying that if someone stops to share his or her personal belongings with others, then lice infection could be stopped at the beginning. Primary victims of lice should undergo head lice removal program, and if they develop a secondary skin infection from scratching, Antihistamines can help relieve the itching. Thus, to make our hair more generous after ascertaining the fact that lice infection never minimize the chances to lose our hair completely, at far we seek continuous development to eradicate the lice completely. Silly behavioral refinement, immediate care if get infected, and smart eagerness to lice removal solution will not let you down in the long run. Therefore, it is not callousness to stick to any available solution to inspect lice-infected hair, but it is callousness if you fail to manage your long braided hair with tenderness if it gets affected with flesh-eating lice.